Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
We have a really packed content week coming up, guys, and tomorrow we have Season 4. Tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the EA stream on Twitch, we have the Season 4 reveals, and we also have Team of the Week 17 getting revealed. We need to talk about what you guys can do right now to prepare for that, and also talk about it quite a bit. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Derek Waller for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel. Notification bell on it, comment down below. Nota Gang. Also, guys, we are now in the NFL playoffs. If you guys have not already checked out Underdog Fantasy, now is your last chance to get in on the NFL season. So if you guys want to check it out, you can use code ZERK to double your first deposit up to $100. And if you guys sign up today, you get this LeBron James 0.5 point special for tonight, which my NBA picks will be up later this afternoon. Follow me over on Twitter for those. I will have NFL this weekend, of course. All right, guys, so let's talk about Season 4 and also Team of the Week Week 17 reveals. Those are going to be tonight. For those of you guys that did not see already, we did actually get Team of the Week Week 16 yesterday. Week 17 is going to be dropping tomorrow with Season 4, and then I guess Week 18 is going to be dropping, it appears, next week. So that's kind of the schedule for Team of the Week there. But as for Season 4, it is actually going to be coming out tomorrow, according to the timer on Season 3 Field Pass, at 11 a.m. Eastern Time is when it's going to be dropping tomorrow. We have the reveals tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL. I'm sure they're going to go over, all of the cards right here, which they did tweet out this teaser, which we're going to be talking about. So as you guys can see with the Season 4 teasers, it's kind of hard to exactly make out exactly who these players are, but on the left, it definitely looks like it's going to be a Chief. A lot of people seem to think that this is going to be MVS, potentially. On the right, to me, it looks like a Cowboy. Now, I don't want to speculate exactly who it could be, because I have a player that I think it could be, and that I would like it to be, and I wish it was Dez Bryant, but according to sources, I don't think Dez is actually in the game this year, but I do think on the right we are going to get a Cowboy, and in the middle, I think this is the one that most people have a consensus about, and that's going to be Joe Montana. I think a lot of people are very convinced that in the middle, that's Joe Montana. Now, my guess is it's likely going to be either similar to Michael Vick, where we started off this season with Michael Vick, we got some upgrade tokens for him, and then eventually we worked our way up and up, and boom, there we go, we have our maxed out Vick. Personally, I didn't care for the Michael Vick. I just don't like left-handed quarterbacks. They just don't fit with my playstyle, but a lot of people did like Michael Vick, and a big thing, a part of that is the abilities. This is a big thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about when it comes to Season 4 coming out is new abilities, because with Season 3, we actually got a bunch of new abilities in the game, and I would expect us to get the same thing with Season 4. We are likely going to see some even more abilities that we have not seen yet in the game, which if you guys go through on MUT.GG, the ability tier list, there's a lot of abilities that are still yet to come out right now. But when Michael Vick actually dropped in the game, as you guys can see, he has this discounted ability right here of Backyard QB. Now, he is the only QB to actually get this, but passers with this ability have access to 4 extra hot routes during pre-play adjustments and receive more immediate playmaker reactions from wide receivers. So, it's essentially Hot Route Master and, of course, QB playmaker right there, right? So that was pretty cool to see with this, to get that ability on him. I know a lot of people actually that use that ability on this Vic. Well, here's the thing. If we end up getting Joe Montana, he's obviously not much of a scrambling quarterback, but what abilities could we see from him? Now, I'm not saying that this is guaranteed to be what it is, but with Joe Montana coming out, if that is in fact Joe Montana in the middle, we do assume it's going to be a QB though. There are a couple of things that could happen. Number one, Joe Montana can be the first QB in the game to potentially get set feet lead and hot route master, right? There are no quarterbacks currently that are actually able to get that stack there. But as I said, with Season 3, we got some players in the game that ended up getting new abilities, and I think that might be the way that Joe Montana goes, and we could finally see Master Tactician be put in the game. Now, as I just showed you with the backfield QB with Michael Vick, he had access to 4 extra hot routes. So he had Hot Route Master, and then he had more immediate playmaker reactions from wide receivers. So he had Hot Route Master and Playmaker. But Master Tactician also includes makes hot routes faster, which essentially is Conductor. So it is possible, I think this could be the ability that we see on, if it is Joe Montana there, Master Tactician, you get Hot Route Master, Playmaker, and Conductor all for one. How much AP? We don't know. A Backyard QB is 4 AP, so if it's any more than that, I'm not really too sure if people will be willing to use it, because it is definitely a lot of AP there, but it also does give you a lot. Conductor, I don't really think is all that crazy. Backyard QB overall is just really good. Being able to get in Conductor, I mean, hey, I'm not going to complain about it, you know, if it happens to be just 4 AP, but if it's like 5 AP, are you going to pay that extra to get the Conductor essentially for 1 AP? I'm not too sure if people will or will not, but Joe Montana, the QB, that's the one that I feel like out of those reveals people are most excited for. As I did say, there are a lot of different abilities that we could potentially see on those players there, a lot. So I'm very excited to see that tonight. So I'm definitely very excited to see exactly which abilities we're going to be coming tonight in Season 4 that maybe we haven't seen yet in the game. Now, some things that you guys can do, though, to go ahead and prepare for this with Season 4 coming out. As you guys can see, Campus Heroes, right? This does not expire for 8 days. You'll notice I haven't done anything. Now, why have I not done anything? Because you guys as well should not be doing anything with these field passes. Save your XP. I have made sure to not go through and pretty much level this up at all, because when the new season does drop tomorrow, this XP right here is going to go towards it. Now, if you guys want to use your Campus Hero XP towards this current season to get whatever, then go ahead. For me personally, I don't really feel like it's worth it at this point to waste this XP on it, because, I mean, this is 24,000, 36,000 season XP that as soon as tomorrow hits, I'm going to start working on this field pass. And the same thing goes with the competitive pass. Guys, the competitive pass doesn't refresh until Friday. So here's the thing. If you guys are still working on your competitive pass, personally, I kind of gave up on working on this because the players just ended up not really being worth it by the time you leveled it up, right? But with the competitive pass, you can do the same thing. Save your XP for when the season does start on Wednesday. As you guys can see right here at level 30, I have 30,000 season XP. Now I'm gonna go through likely and play some solo battles, maybe do a little bit of MUT champs, whatever, to try to get it up to essentially where I am at about level 29. So that way when the new season opens up on Wednesday, you can go ahead and get 30,000 season XP, then all the way up here another 30,000 season XP. Essentially give yourself a way to quickly start leveling up the Season 4 Field Pass, because the Season 4 Field Pass likely is going to have some pretty good players, right? We hope anyways it's going to have some pretty good players. So definitely, in my opinion, save your XP, okay? Unless you guys are working on your season, whatever, but there is a bit of a time gap in between when Season 3 actually ends and when the competitive pass refreshes, and then, of course, the Campus Heroes. So in my opinion, save that XP for the new season. Now, some other things I do want to talk about. People have been asking me, number one, should I sell my team for the new season? Here's something that I've literally told you guys all year long. Anybody who has messaged me over on Twitter asking, should I sell my team because this promo's dropping this week, whatever. The market is completely different this year, okay? Throughout the years of Madden, you used to be able to sell your team for a promo coming. We have the playoff promo coming on Thursday, Season 4 on Wednesday, potentially Reduxes, we don't know. Okay, Reduxes have been really, really weird this year. That's another thing I do want to talk about here is 93 overall Reduxes. Now that we are up to 94 overall champions, 95 overall limiteds, people are very curious as to if we are going to start getting 93 overall LTDs now as Redux. I think we should, but I don't know when. Normally, we would get them with new seasons, like last year, but that's not necessarily been the case this year. We have had times where new seasons came out, and we didn't get Reduxes, right? They kind of just drop at random. So if you guys have any, like, super expensive 93 overall limiteds, it's not a bad idea to sell those. But I'll tell you right now, I don't know when they're going to be getting reduxed. You would expect that's going to be coming soon, but when it comes in terms of selling your entire team, I told you guys this basically a month ago, right? As you guys can see, I still have not bought back a team yet. Why is that? Because now with Season 4 coming out, the playoff promo, the competitive pass refresh, that's when I'm personally going to be buying back my team, because now I actually want to grind out the field passes, have a reason to play MUT champs. Before, you know, it was just the head-to-head event with Zero Chill. The market this year is completely different from the way it has been in years past because more and more people have become aware of market crashes, right? A couple of years ago, people weren't really selling their teams off. It just didn't really happen. So the people that sold their teams off 2, 3, 4, 5 days in advance of a promo could then rebuy 2, 3, 4, 5 days later, right? And make some coins. It's just not that way this year. If you guys are selling off your team, you're not selling off your team to buy them back the next day. I told you guys this all year long. It's simply just because people are becoming more aware in the Madden community as more and more of us content creators get bigger. A lot more content creators pop up that do market stuff. Too many people are just knowledgeable of the market now to really do that. If you sell, you're selling to buy back in like 1.5, 2 weeks or beyond that as the market just kind of trickles down. So if you're going to ask, should I sell my team for this? Ask yourself, do you want to wait 2 weeks without a team? But with that being said, guys, I did want to talk about some stuff here with Season 4. As I said, the reveals tonight are at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Season 4 reveals, Team of the Week 17, so I'm not exactly sure when exactly I have a video out tonight. It could be around 8, maybe a little bit later. Really depends on how long the EA stream goes. But with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like in the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Very, very excited for Season 4 and the rest of the content this week. Make sure you guys check Underdog Fantasy, use code ZIRK, follow me over on Twitter for my picks. I will have NBA picks up later this afternoon. And if you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.